Hello guys, welcome to the test. I'm not joking, I literally just finished watching Markiplier's video on this game, and I thought that the game looked very interesting, and apparently there's like different stuff depending on how you answer, and there were a lot of questions that he answered in this game that I would answer differently, so I want to see how it goes. Also, you guys will probably get some little insight as to who I am as a person, so thought it could be interesting. So yeah, let's just get started. Let's see here. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have the natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are willing to, that you are a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Now, again, I feel like the beginning questions are probably going to be the same as Markiplier's, so I did think about these questions already from watching his video. And I don't think I would be alright with living alone forever. Because, like, I'm a very people person. Despite the fact that I don't interact with people that often in real life, meaning, like, you know, I rarely go to parties, or it's not that often that I, like, hang out with friends and stuff. But I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy interacting with people, whether it be online or offline. The only reason I don't do it that often offline is because I can do it online, you know, through Discord, Twitter, or, you know, Instagram, or just by playing games with friends. So I'm very much a people person, and I don't think I would be alright with living alone forever. I don't think so. I would like to be, like, it's weird, because I would like to be surrounded with people, but not have to be there all the time. It's weird, but if I have to answer honestly, I would say no. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? No, I like black a lot. Black is probably one of my favorite colors aside from maybe green. No, I do not. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yeah. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Actually, yes. I've always been really curious about, stuff like this, finding like truth of myself, like, finding answers to questions that I rack in my brain around all day. So I'd say yes, I do want the answers. Are you afraid of spiders? No. Like, if I think about it, right? Am I like, it's hard to say. I'm not terrified of them. I don't have a phobia of spiders. If I see spiders, I'm not like, oh my god, But I do know that certain spiders are dangerous, and they could, end up killing me if I'm not careful with the spiders. But I wouldn't say I'm inherently afraid of spiders. No, I don't think so. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Unscathed. I mean, it would be cool, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't. This is also like what Markiplier was saying. He's like, oh yeah, unscathed does not equal like no pain. Unscathed just means that you don't have any like injuries. But that doesn't mean that you don't feel the heat or the pain of jumping into molten lava. It just wouldn't injure you. But you would probably feel the heat. It would probably be extremely hot. I don't think so. If I'm being honest, no, thank you. Would you consider yourself to be fat? I'm not skinny. I'm not, but I don't think I'm fat. I used to be. You guys didn't know this about me. I used to weigh like almost 300 pounds, and I think I weigh like 170 now. So I'd say, am I fit? No, by no means. I'm fucking not fit at all. I am going to the gym more now, but I am not fit whatsoever. But I wouldn't say I'm fat, no. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? I'd say so. I've heard a lot of people that they say they really enjoy talking to me. I'm not trying to suck my own dick or anything, but yeah, I'd say I'm a very charismatic person. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? I think Markiplier said like he thought about it as like frozen in time. I mean, yes and no. Yes, because I've always wondered what the future might be like. I've always wanted to like see the future and be like, wow, like how far has technology and mankind advanced? I've always been curious about stuff like that. But then at the same time, all the things that I would miss, all of the friends and family that would probably not be there anymore. It's a hard decision. I'm basically like weighing two things. My curiosity of what the future entails, or my love for my family and friends and the present. I'd probably say no. I would not wish to be temporarily frozen. As much as how cool it sounds, I don't think I would wish this. Because of the fact that I would basically outlive all of my family and friends, and I don't like that idea. This is all very interesting. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No, I forgot about this too. Shit. I like literally kept it in my head. I'm like, because I saw the video that Markiplier did, and I was like, okay, keep this in the back of your head because it might happen, right? So I should have kept it in the back of my head, but if I'm being truly honest, I absolutely forgot about it again even though I just watched the video on this fucking game like a little while ago. No, I did not know. No. Does that make you uncomfortable? No, not really. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? I'd say so. I'm not a genius, but I'd say I'm pretty good at like puzzles and stuff like that. I really like a good puzzle. I really like figuring out mechanics or puzzles, or finding clues in games and just stuff like this. I've always really been really curious whenever like I go on YouTube and I find videos about mysteries and puzzles and like, you know, long lost stuff. So I'd say so. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Yes. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? I'd say so, yes. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? No, not really. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? Yes, because I watched the video. Yes. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? No. Would you consider yourself captivated? Yes, I was captivated when I watched the video, so I'd say so. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Yes. If the situation arises, I would take the call to action, as they say. So. I'd say I'm brave. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Yes. Yeah. I mean, look, we all have that. It has like a specific name. It's like a medical thing, with psychology. Where people view themselves as having more intelligence than they actually have. Forgot what it was called, but it has a name. But if I'm being truly honest, I'd say I'm slightly above average intelligence. Am I fucking genius? No, but I'm not dumb either. Like, I'm pretty good at stuff that requires like high intellect. So I'd say yes. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? Fuck, I forgot. No, I haven't. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna look. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? AYWW. Yes, I am wondering now. Have you hyped too long? No, these don't have any. At least not that I can see. HQBE. Tie. No, I haven't been wondering. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? WYCYTBPP. White whitp. No, that's not a thing. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Yes. Yes, I am a highly patient person. I can wait for hours, days, weeks, months for stuff. Not a very, like, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh God, I wish the day would come. No. I just concentrate on other things and I just wait until it happens. So, very patient, so yes. Do most humans know you? No. I actually love other people a lot. I love interacting with others. Now, does that mean that there's nobody that annoys me? No, there's plenty of fucking people out there that I find extremely annoying, but I wouldn't say most, so no. Do you prefer animals to people? No. I prefer people. Do you believe in magic? At one point I did, when I was little. I genuinely, when I was young, like, I'm talking like 10, 11 years old, I genuinely believed that magic was a real thing. And I'm not talking about like child belief, like, oh yeah, fairies, woo. No, like something in my head told me that magic was real. And with my entire being, I remember I would always like try to conjure magic. Like, by reading stuff online, I would be like, oh shit, so you know, there's magic in nature and stuff, and I would like look at trees and stuff and try to harness power. Like, I'm not even joking. I would used to do that when I was like younger. Eventually, around the age of like 14, I was like, okay, yeah, this shit's not real. But there was a point where I believed it, but I wouldn't say no, I don't believe anymore. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? No. Do you fear death? Yes. If I'm being fully, truthfully honest, yes, I do fear death. More than my own death, I fear the death of family. I am highly afraid of the death of my loved ones. But I do still, you know, fear my own death as well. That's why I try to take care of myself so well. You know, I want to live a long life. So, do you fear death? Yes, I do fear death. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? No. If you asked me this question a few months ago, I might have said yes. But no, currently no. Don't have anybody that I'm attracted to right now. I'm all lonely. I'm alone. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? Yes. Yes, I did. Are you alone? In my house? No. My parents are sleeping, so I wouldn't say I'm alone. No. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's someone watching you, would you believe me? No. Because, okay, so what you're asking is, if you yourself told me that there's somebody watching me, would I believe you? And the answer is no. Because there's nobody watching me. I mean, if you count my cat, probably. I mean, he's watching me. Actually, not even him, because my cat's looking at the wall. But, yeah, no. Unless my parents are, like, outside the door about to fucking smack me because I'm, like, being loud or shit. But, yeah, no, I don't believe you. Nope. Have you wondered who I am? Yes. No. Yes. Yes, I have. Have you had shivers at any point during the session? Nope. Do you feel like you're being watched? No. Do not feel like being watched. Have you considered quitting this session early? Nope. Not at all. Do you drink water every day? Yes, sir. I drink water every day. Make sure you stay hydrated, kids. Drinking water is important. Yes, I do. Do you eat at least once per day every day? Yes. 3 times a day, every day. I gotta make sure I keep my diet. You know? Yes. Do you realize that you've missed... Fuck off, man. I tried. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? I'd say so. There was like 4 questions where I really tried to like find the hidden messages, but I just couldn't, man. No, I did not realize. I just missed an... Fuck, dude, I forgot. Yes, there was another hidden message. Mark missed the 2 in his video, and I just fucking forgot. No, I did not. I forgot. Yes, I am wondering what they were. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No, not really. Is your favorite number 7? I don't have a favorite number. If I'm thinking about it, I don't really have a favorite number. I guess like the first number that comes to my head is 10. So no. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yes. I mean, that just makes sense. Like, grammar-wise and just everything-wise. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No, you can compare them. No, I don't agree. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? Well, I watched Markiplier's video, and I do remember this, him saying Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. So yes, I did know that. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Yes, I do agree. I do agree that everybody does deserve a second chance. Now, that may come in many ways, shapes, or forms. And you might be like, but this serial killers and all these other criminals, what about them? They don't deserve a second chance. And it's like, I think the question is mostly entailing, like, generally speaking, like, you know, people are giving second chances in one shape or form. It's like, you know, and I think generally speaking, everybody does deserve a second chance. So yes, I do agree. Yes, you can definitely do anything you put your mind to. That is a strong yes. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? No, I do not agree. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? Yes, dude, yes. I would fucking love to explore oceans and stuff like that. That sounds so cool. Opinion? So, fuck yes, I would love to explore underwater. Yes. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you? I did not. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. I wish to be loved. I think everybody wishes to be loved. I think that's just a universal thing. And if you don't wish to be loved, then there's probably somebody who hurt you in a way that just scarred you. And now you just don't want to get close to anybody. But I think generally speaking, even deep down, you know, everybody wants to be loved. So yes. Do you have any addictions? Lost Ark. Right now, yes. Lost Ark. 100%. Just playing Lost Ark is definitely an addiction right now. I'm not even gonna deny it. Like, it sounds like I'm joking, but I've literally played it every single day ever since it came out. I've been addicted to that game. Like, I've been watching people play it while I'm playing it. I've been grinding the game, asking friends to play it with me. That game has quickly turned into an addiction. Hell yes, hell yes. Aside from that, what else is there? I don't really have anything else. Yeah, no. Nothing else that comes to mind. So, I mean, I guess if you consider Lost Ark an addiction, then yes. Do you dislike the color pink? No. I think it's a cool color. Does the color gray seem depressing? Yes. It does. A little. I do associate certain colors with emotions, and I think gray definitely is like a depressing color. So I'd say so. Do you enjoy live music? Fuck yes, dude. I love blasting music. Do you like to dance? I love to dance. Yes. Would you consider yourself normal? What do we define as normal? Because this is a tricky question to answer. What is normality in society? Right? Because it's like, do we consider ourselves like, I don't know, am I a normal person? I mean, I guess I like a lot of things that maybe other people might not like. I don't know. Am I abnormal? I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a weird question. It's like, what is normal? Like, is somebody who likes golf not normal? Or is somebody who fucking likes watching My Little Pony and is 30 years old not normal? Like, what is normal? I feel like the question needs to be defined a little better. But I guess if we're going, if I'm gonna make the situation in my head, because the quiz, the test did say to whenever you need to make a circumstance in your head. So let's say my definition of a normal person is your average, like, nuclear American family, right? Where it's like the perfect wife, the perfect husband, the perfect child, and all that stuff. If that's normal, then no, I am not normal. Do you love your parents? To death. I fucking love my parents. I absolutely love my parents. I would do anything for them, which is one of the main reasons why I'm so afraid of the death of my loved ones, because of the fact that I love my family and my friends so much. So yes, I do love my parents. Have you ever been lied to? Oh, hell yeah, of course. Who hasn't been lied to? Do you get angry often? No. It's very rare that I get angry. Like, actually super rare that I get angry. I'm not a very quick to anger person. Like, yeah, of course, I get frustrated. That's a different thing, though. And everybody gets frustrated. When I'm playing video games, I get frustrated. When something's not working, I get frustrated, you know. But anger, like pure anger to the point where I'm like yelling and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like over the top anger happens almost very rarely. It doesn't almost ever happen. So no. Do you hold grudges? No, not really. I'm usually the type of person that's of the mindset of like, if I've apologized to you, or vice versa, like if you apologize to me or if I apologize to you and everything has been solved, there's no reason to hold resentment. It's just gonna make you more bitter and miserable. And the other route as well is like, if somebody is being a pain in your butt, just cut them off, man. Why bother making it a problem when it doesn't have to be? So no, I don't hold grudges. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes, I have. Have you ever lied? Yes, all the time. If anybody answers no to that question, you're either a saint or you're lying, because there's no fucking way people haven't lied. Like, everybody lies. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No, I do not. I think trees are incredible, dude. Like, there's so many trees in this world that are just astonishing to look at because of how beautiful they are. Flowers are beautiful, but trees can be insanely beautiful. So no, I do not think flowers are more beautiful. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Yes, multiple times. I've always wondered what it would be like to be a cat or like a bear or like, you know, like a wolf. I've always wanted wondered what it would be like to be a wolf. So yeah, 100%. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No, I do not. Have you ever seen a ghost? Nope. Do you dream often? Actually, no. As of lately, I don't dream often. I dream. Yes, I still dream, but not often. When I do dream, it feels very refreshing because it's like, oh shit, I haven't had a dream in a long time. So no, I don't dream often. Do you have nightmares often? No, I haven't had a nightmare since I was like 13. So it's been a long time since I've had a nightmare. So no. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? I used to. Back when I was sick, like, I think like 2 years ago when I got sick for like that 1 year, I used to suffer from anxiety attacks, yes, but not anymore. No, I don't. Thank God I don't. Anxiety attacks are, they're awful. Do you suffer from depression? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think I do. Do you exercise often and stay active? Ooh. I don't exercise often as of now because I haven't gone to the gym in like a week and a half, which I have to get back to. So this, if you asked me like a few weeks ago, I would have said yes, but right now, no. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? No, I don't think so. Have you ever felt betrayed? Have I ever felt betrayed? Yes. Yes, I have. Do you ever feel lost in life? Yes. All the time. I always wonder if I'm going in the right direction. I'm always wondering if, you know, if I took the right path, if I took the right decisions, if what I'm doing is okay, you know? But I feel like that's normal. I feel like if you're constantly wondering where you're going in life, or if you're lost or trying to find your path, I feel like that's okay. I've genuinely started, as of lately, you know, in the past year or so, I've definitely come to the conclusion or kind of started to realize that it's okay to be lost. Because that's what life is all about, is about finding that path. That's why you live, you know? And that in search of that path, I guess, of like what you want to do. Do I have the answers? No, by no means. I feel like I'm still searching for the answers of what I should do. Do I know better than I used to? Yes. I do know that I want to do something related to entertainment, you know, because I love entertaining and interacting with people. So I definitely want to go in a route of something like that, but I'm still trying to figure out things. I don't, you know, I'm dabbling in music more now than ever. I'm doing a lot more streaming. I'm trying new things. So, yeah. I always feel lost in life, but I feel like that's not a bad thing. And I feel like people need to realize that. It's okay to be lost, you know? As long as you know that you're lost and you want to find your path, I feel like that's fine. So yes. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? A natural leader. I feel like yes, in a sense. I feel like when people need me, I'm there, you know? I feel like if people need a shoulder to cry on or somebody to converse with, I feel like I'm there, you know? And I think that that's a very good quality of a leader. Somebody who is able to listen and adapt and overcome difficulties. So I do feel like I'm a leader. If you could push a button and destroy the whole world, would you press it? No, would never. What's the point? Everything just ends. There's no point to life anymore if you do that. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yes, I have. I have dreamt many times of being a hero. Have you ever been bullied? Oh, yes, many times when I was young. I used to get bullied for my weight. It reached a very low point in my life when I used to get bullied. Sometimes people don't think that, like, oh, you know, it's small children, you know, because I used to get bullied when I was like 6 years old. And a lot of the time people don't think, oh, it's children, they're just saying things, you know, it's not that bad. But it gets bad very quickly. It gets bad very quickly, and you lose track of where you're going and what's happening when stuff like that happens. So it was a very dark point in my life. I've had many dark points, but that's probably one of the lowest ones. So yes, I have been bullied. Not anymore though. I'm a grown ass man and I'm wiser than ever for it. So if anything, thank you, bullies. Because of you, I grew up to be the person who I am today. So, and I grew up being a very kind person. I consider myself, at least. So, yeah, I have been bullied. Have you ever bullied someone else? Have I? I mean, there's banter. There's like friendly banter between people, or like, you know, talking shit to others, but I don't think I've ever outright bullied somebody, being like, oh, you're fucking shit, you know, you should die or something. No, don't think so. I'm trying to think of any situation where I might have done that, but no, I don't think so. Would you ever consider yourself to be a dreamer? Oh, would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yes. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Yes. I feel like everybody has done that at some point. So yes. And recently, you know, in the past year, I've done that. I wasn't trying to, but I mean, that's kind of what the question is saying anyways. So yes, I have hurt people's feelings unintentionally. Do you find space fascinating? Yes, I do think space is really cool. I love watching like documentaries and stuff on like the wonders of different places, you know, oceans, space, the mysteries of humanity as well, you know. Sometimes I sit and watch documentaries with my mom because she likes to watch documentaries too. So yeah, I do find spaces. Spaces. I do find space fascinating. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? I am a musician. Yes. So as well as an artist, I do draw. And I make content. So I'd say I'm an artist and entertainer all around. Am I the best? No, by no means. But yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? There's points where I've not been a good friend. But this is gonna sound so arrogant. And I hate myself for saying it like this, but there's been a lot of times where people have told me that I'm a very good friend. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm not there enough. I feel like I need to be better. Which is good because it makes me strive to be better. But there's definitely been points where I've disappointed or where I've unintentionally said things that I didn't mean to friends. Good friends as well. So yeah, I've definitely been stupid many times. But I feel like that's just human nature. You're bound to make mistakes and you're bound to fuck up from time to time. But I would consider myself a good friend. At least I'd like to believe. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes, 100%. Do you believe in perfection? No. Nobody's perfect. Have you ever stolen from someone? Yes. I've stolen from school. I've stolen from other students. Mainly in school, you know. Most of the shit I've stolen in my life is probably from school. if somehow, somewhere, any of my teachers from my high school watch this, I am sorry, okay? Most of the shit I stole was from art. And I still have some of the stuff I stole. So I'm sorry, but yes, I have stolen. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Yes. There's many circumstances that I can think of where I would kill somebody. Like if I'm trying to defend my family, like if there's a person who comes, you know, to our house, pray it may never happen, but if somebody comes to our house and they're looking to harm my family or me, yeah, in self-defense, yeah, I would kill somebody. So yes. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Ooh, that's a hard question. Would I tell anyone? I don't think I would. I really don't. I feel like that would be too much for anybody to handle. Like if I'm thinking of the vice, like of the other way around, you know, not me, but what if somebody I knew came up to me and told me I have one day to live? I don't know how I would compute that information in my brain. I'd break. I'd honestly break down. I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to tell. I would probably spend that entire last day trying to find ways of, you know, keeping that person alive instead of trying to spend it with them. So I wouldn't. No, I don't think I would tell anyone. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Have I ever told my darkest secrets to someone? Depends on what you define my darkest secrets. What, my fucking porn collection? what type of shit I jerked the gherkin to? I don't know. Like, what would be my darkest secrets? I mean, if you consider like my low points in my life as well as, you know, some dumb stuff that I've done, then yeah, I'd say so. Probably friends or family that I've told to. So yeah. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? No, I wouldn't say I trust you. Do you know who I am? I do not know. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? If in the hypothetical situation, I know you're not behind me because there's nothing behind me, but in the hypothetical situation that you did appear behind me, would I scream? I don't think so. I think I would be very startled and probably like jump, you know? But I don't think I would scream, no. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? No, not really, because I know it's not true. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Yes. I usually only cry when trying to empathize with others. This is something that it also makes me feel like I myself don't have emotions. But at the same time, inherently because of it, it tells me that I do have emotions. Because when shit happens to me, I never get sad or like angry or do things, you know? Like if something happens to me, I just kind of go with the flow. I accept it and I'm like, okay, it's fine. Life is life. We keep going, you know? But when shit happens to others, I feel like I feel so bad for that person that I end up feeling more their emotions than mine. Like if some injustice happened to my friend, I'd be angry for them. If something sad happened to my friends, I'd be sad for them. I mean, a perfect example is when my grandma passed away, I didn't really cry that day for her passing away. That's gonna sound terrible. I cried more for my dad. I felt bad and I felt terrible for what my dad was going through. That's why I cried, I think. So I don't know. It's a very weird thing to think about. I don't know. It's strange. Maybe I'm just weird in the way that I feel emotions, but yeah. I guess that's the very definition of empathetic, so yes. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Yes, I love romance. If you define romance as like, you know, the ideals of it, I love romance. I love anything related to romance. I love the idea of meeting your special someone. I love the idea of loving someone forever, growing old with them, all of that stuff. I've always been really, really captivated by the idea of romance, so yes. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes, I have. If you do... Yeah, I'd say so. I've been in a physical fight. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? I do get headaches sometimes. Not migraines, though. Never migraines. But I do get headaches sometimes. I think that's just because I'm looking at a screen too much. So, I'd say a little bit to headache, so... Yeah. Do you look at the ground when you walk? No. I look at my phone sometimes when I'm walking, but never at the ground. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes, sir. I love me a good set of titties. That sounds so bad. But yes, I am. Would you ever shave your head? Yes, I've done it. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? I'm not gonna cap, I am. Oh, fuck yes, I am. I'm attracted to a good fit body. Do you know how many times I've seen like those fucking anime girls that are like muscular and I just nut. I'm like, oh, they look so good. In real life too, like a good toned female body is really fucking hot too. I'm not talking about like bodybuilder level, like muscular where it's like everything is just bulging, but toned. So I'd say yes. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? All the time, yeah. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Yes. for both good and bad reasons. Mainly, you know, the bullying stuff, but then for other reasons that are just really nice as well. I remember a lot of stuff with my grandparents as well. So yeah, I do remember a lot of stuff from when I was little. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Fuck yeah, why not? If I could get away with it. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? Yes, I have. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever dreamt about specifically falling off. No. I have. Yes, I have dreamt about falling off a cliff. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No, I don't think I've ever dreamed about that. Would be cool. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yes, dude. I love a good scary story. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Kinda. I mean, comedy movies are cool, but I enjoy more like good stories and stuff like that. Like if a story could really grip me, as well as throw comedy and stuff like that, I feel like that's so much better than just a comedy movie or show. But the alternative is saying like straight up, no, I do not enjoy comedy or anything like that, which is not true. I do enjoy comedy television shows or movies, just not as much as I enjoy just a good story. So I'd say yes, I do. Do you like being the center of attention? No, I do not. I feel like with what I do, you know, YouTube, Twitch, making music, it feels like I would lean more towards the yes of this question, but that's not really being the center of attention. That's just creating content. I don't like being the center of attention, no. I like propping others up more than me being the center of attention. Do you feel like something is always watching you? Nope. Okay, that fucking piano. I mean, that little like drum hit got me. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Yes, I have, many times. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? No. I would love to. I would love to have an out-of-body experience. I've heard so many people say crazy stories about shit like this. But no, I've never had an out-of-body experience. Have you ever punched a nun? Have you? Is there something you're not telling me, Witch? Did you punch a nun? No, I haven't. Do you like dogs better than cats? No, I like cats more. I have a cat. I like cats. I'm a cat person. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movie? Yes, I read so much more manga than I watch movies or anime. Like, I have so much shit that I'm reading right now. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you ever punched a nun? Yes. That's still in the back of my head. Do you get starstruck easily? No. I think the whole concept of being starstruck is very dangerous. Because that's when fandoms start getting toxic. That's when you start expecting things from the person you're starstruck with, and that's when you start forgetting that they're also human. That's when you start putting people on pedestals and raising them to a level that they could never hope to reach because they're human. So no, I think starstruck, the idea of being starstruck is very dangerous. So no. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? No, I enjoy it. It's fun. I don't do it often, but when I have the chance, I like going to them. It's fun to hang out with friends, family, you know, stuff like that. So no, I don't hate it. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? Oof. Oh my god, this is gonna make me sound so materialistic. I think, okay, more than the receiving stuff itself, I feel like it's just the joy of opening something that your family spend time picking out for you and seeing what they got you. So I do enjoy receiving presents. I like, it would fucking be a lie if I said no, I don't enjoy receiving presents, you know? But I don't want it to feel like it's like a vanity thing, like, oh fuck, bro, yes, give me presents. I require presents. No. You know? My birthday could very well just be me and my family just spending a day together. But there's something about receiving presents that is very joyful to me, because it feels so nice to see what your family picked out for you, seeing that they were thinking of you when they picked out those things, and it makes me feel so much closer to them. Even if it's the act of doing that is much higher to me than the present itself. Like, I could give a shit if they give me a pair of socks, underwear, or they give me a game or shirts. I don't care what they give me. They could give me a fucking candle for all I care, you know? But just the fact that they chose out something, they thought about it, they thought of me when they were doing that, feels very, very nice to me. Now, is that my favorite part of my birthday? I'd say so. Yeah, I'm gonna answer truthfully. I do enjoy receiving presents. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just bam, right in the face, nun punch. No, nun punch. You know what's funny? I made a song that I haven't released yet. It's gonna be in my new EP that I release somewhere in like the next few months. Where I mention a friend fucking a nun. Disclaimer, none of my friends have actually ever fucked a nun. It was just kind of like a joke that I put on the song. But that's kind of similar to this. I don't know, my brain just went to that thought process. Don't worry about it. No, I've never punched a nun, but now you made me curious. And I feel like it would be a sin. I feel like I'd just go to jail if I punched a nun. But no, I have not ever punched a nun. Did you laugh? I chuckled? I guess that counts, right? If I chuckled. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even out loud? No. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? If the opportunity arises, I wouldn't be opposed to it. If that's what you're asking. So, perhaps I'll choose yes? If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? I don't know. I mean, depends on what the requirements are to go to hell. Do I meet the requirements? Am I high level enough to go to hell? Don't think I've ever done anything that would, if a hell did exist, make me go to it. No, I don't think so. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Fuck yes. I love fantasy fiction. Elves, mythical creatures, shit like that. I absolutely love all that shit. One of the reasons why God of War is one of my favorite video game franchises in all of history. So yes. Do you masturbate frequently? Yes, I do. I am a healthy adult. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? Nope. I know very well what you mean by frequently. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? Nope, because I am very comfortable with my sexuality and all of that mumbo jumbo. So I do not mind talking about it. Like, if you asked me, literally, if anybody ever asked me, do you masturbate, bro? Fuck yeah, I do. Like, not that big a deal, bro. It's your body. That's all it is. No, I am not uncomfortable. Is your mouth dry? It actually is. Thank you for reminding me. I need to drink some water. But the reason why it's dry is because I just ate trail mix. Like, literally a little while ago I ate trail mix, and that shit is very salty. So that's why my mouth is dry. So yes, it is dry. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? I've been swearing this entire video. So yes, no, no, it does not make me uncomfortable. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? No. I would love for them to exist, but I don't believe in them. I mean, we already have shit that is just like this in real life. We have really cool creatures that could very well be legendary beasts if they were described in ancient times. You've got a fucking giant squid. Giant squids are a thing, people. They're the size of like 2 football fields. And they live in our world. Like, do people never realize shit like that exists? We have killer whales, gigantic fucking beasts, behemoths of a thing. We've had dinosaurs in our history. They're dead now, but like we had dinosaurs at one point in our universe's history. And you guys have seen reconstructions of dinosaurs and how fucking insane those creatures looked. So I mean, if you can consider those things legendary beasts, I would answer yes. But if you're talking about shit like dragons and, you know, like wyverns and chimeras and stuff like that, no, I don't. Are you poor with money management? No. I wouldn't say so. If I need to save money for something, I will. If I need to pay a bill or something, I'll save money for it and stuff. My parents have always taught me to be, you know, careful with my money and to make sure that I always have money to be able to spend on necessities and stuff. So I wouldn't say I'm poor with money management. No. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? No, I don't really like math that much. Do you speak more than one language fluently? Sí, hablo español. Hablo español and I speak English. Español es mi... no sé por qué se me olvidó la wea. Español es mi lengua original. Yo nací en Chile, así que hablo español bien. Pero a veces se me olvidan palabras porque he estado hablando inglés por mucho tiempo, así que... Yes, but I do speak 2 languages fluently. Yes. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? I mean, if you consider moving from one country to another, then yes. Do you enjoy coffee? I love coffee. Can't have it though. I mean, sometimes I can, but because of like the fact that I have my gallbladder removed. So if I drink coffee, it goes straight through my intestine and then it just gives me the runs. But I do enjoy it, yes. Do you believe in demons? No. Do you believe in angels? No. Are you afraid of sharks? No, not really. I've seen lots of videos of sharks and I know they can be very harmless, so no. Do you prefer baths over showers? No, I love a good shower. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Yes, I hate perfume and cologne. The smell is so strong. Did you see that shadow move in your room a few moments ago? No, because you're capping. Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? Yes. I actually know what that's called. It is a psychological phenomenon where people hear their name or they hear music in the sound of running water or in silence. I forgot what it's called, but it's it's like a psychological thing that happens. It's not like abnormal, like it's auditory hallucinations, I think. Let me look it up, because it's actually very interesting here. Auditory hallucination. A form of hallucination that involves perceiving sound without auditory stimulus. Yep. Complex perceptions that may include music, people talking, and or other sounds in the absence of actual external stimulation, and which are perceived as temporarily real. So yes, it's happened a lot in the past, and even in the present. I literally heard my name being called the other day when I was washing the dishes. So yes. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? No, not really. My parents are very like they love things being in order and looking nice. So a lot of the time they have like stuff very organized, and I'm kind of the same. So I never really have things go missing. No. Do you ever hear footsteps around when you're alone? I live in an apartment, so a lot of the time when I'm alone in my own apartment, there's still people in like the floor above, and a lot of the time they'll be like walking around. So if you count that, then yes. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? No. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Wait. This does not happen to me, but it happens to my mom. My mom always tells me that, like, she has a time, I think it's 4:44, where she's like doing things, and whenever she looks at the time, it's 4:44. I think it's like a habit thing, or maybe like something that she does like subconsciously, like she's not thinking about it, but whenever she checks the time, it happens to be 4:44. I think, wait, I'm not sure if it was 4:44 or 2:22. I think it's 2:22 actually. So yes, I do know about this, but it doesn't happen to me. It happens to my mom. So I'm gonna say no for me, but I do know what you're talking about. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? Yes. It's happened like thrice, like 3 times in my entire life. It's like a very weird feeling. I don't know what causes it. I think it's like a muscle spasm or something probably, but yes, it has happened to me. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have a cat. His name is Gato. Is your favorite color green? Yes, how did you know? I do love myself some green. Are you attracted to a family member? No, I do not live in Alabama. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yes, with my family. Probably with friends too. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? No. I don't think so, because that would be terrible. What would I do? People would look up to me. And then I would be like, excuse me? What the fuck you want me to do? I don't think so. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Yes, I have. I have wondered many times what it would be like to be in prison. I've even seen videos of like prison inmates talking about prison life. Do you like fishing? I've only gone fishing twice, but it was very relaxing. So I would say I do. Do you like hunting? I have never gone hunting, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I'm gonna say no. No, yeah, I'm gonna say no. Do you like camping? No, I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. I really don't like fucking having to sleep in uncomfortable, like, bedding, and then having to wake up sweaty, and in the woods where there's like fucking insects everywhere, and then you wake up and you have like mosquito bites all over the place, and you gotta worry about that shit. You gotta bring incense and like mosquito repellent and cream, and then, you know, there's like a bunch of other shit, and it's just a pain in the ass, honestly. Like, there's very few things that are fun about camping. Now, if you're talking about going camping with like an RV and being able to sleep in a comfortable bed, I would probably change my answer. But I think what you mean by camping is like the traditional camping where you have like a tent and you sleep in the tent, and yeah, no, that shit's, fuck that. I don't like that. No. Do you like guns? Yes. I do love me guns. Guns are very interesting. Are you tired of answering questions? No, actually, this is very fun. I feel like I could go on for a while. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? Yes. Yes, I would. I do have fetishes, so I do. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yes. I feel like you can read a lot about a person by their eyes. Do you always keep your promises? Not always. No. There's been many times where like I fucked up my promises. Like I tell like I literally like a couple days ago my friend told me if I wanted to go to the gym with him, which I did. I did want to go, but I ended up fucking sleeping in, and I ended up like fucking leaving him hanging. So I felt bad, really bad about that. But yeah, so there's definitely times where I've not kept promises. Did you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? That's a hard one, man. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? I feel like yes. Depends on what the lie is. Let's say it's something huge that like breaks your friendship, or like, you know, it's so big that you're just like, what the fuck, man? Like, what's wrong with you? If they were able to somehow rebuild that friendship and get me back to being like, okay, you know, it's fine, it's okay, we can move on as friends, I feel like I would be able to get back to completely trusting. It would take time. It would take a long time, but I would be able to. Are you an only child? No, I have a brother. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Yes. I have been drunk twice. And it's a fun feeling, but the day after is fucking terrible, dude. So I'd say, you know, when you're with friends and stuff, it's okay. Yeah, it's fun to be drunk every once in a while, or, you know, a couple times in your life. Do you like tattoos? Yes, I have one. I have a tattoo. I think tattoos are a very good form of art and a very good way of expressing yourself, as well as keeping memories. You know, there's lots of people who get tattoos for remembering family members that may have passed away, as well as, you know, remembering to motivate themselves, or, you know, different reasons. But I feel like tattoos are a very good art form and a very nice way to express oneself. Do you enjoy being high in any form? Yes, I have been high many times in the marijuana. I really hope this fucking video, it doesn't get age restricted, bro. Ah, God. I am of legal age in a state where marijuana is legal, okay? YouTube, do not fucking age restrict me, you bitch. But yes, I have been high many times, and I think I really enjoy being high in a social situation with friends. Hanging out with friends, people you know, you trust, you know? I feel like that's a very nice feeling of just warmth. So yes. Do you believe you have a soul? I do. If I had to say, I do. I do believe that people have souls. Now, what does that entail? I'm not 100% sure, because I don't really believe in God or, like, you know, in anything like that. I feel like soul would be like a separate concept. But yes, I do. I do believe I have a soul. Did you cry this week? Yes. In fact, I literally cried last night. I was playing Lost Ark, and I did one of the islands, and the story on the island was very sad, very, very bittersweet, because the ending was very nice, very happy, but at the same time the story itself was really sad, so I ended up crying. So yes, I have cried. Are you upset with someone right now? No. No, I'm not upset with anybody. Is there somebody you're not being completely honest with daily? I mean, yes, probably. I mean, completely honest would entail telling them absolutely everything. And I don't think people do that with anybody unless they're like your mom or your dad. And even then, you know, there's things that you want to keep to yourself. You know? So, yeah, there's probably plenty of people that I'm not being completely honest. Do you understand how this works yet? No. If you answer the question twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the question, it's about the time you spend answering them, the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. Oh, so it's saying like, if you were to take this quiz again in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months, the answers are going to change. You know, which is true. It's not just about answering the questions. It's about the time you spend answering, meaning like the time you spend formulating your answers, thinking about them, the combination you answer them in. It's about the many different variables you'd never guessed. You understand? Yes, I do understand now. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Yes, actually. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of his intention, would you believe that? No, because from what I've seen so far, you know, most of the questions are the same as, you know, the video that I watched, so I would say no, I wouldn't believe you. Are you afraid of being abandoned? No, not really. I mean, would break my heart, but I wouldn't say I'm afraid of it. I wouldn't say I have a fear of it. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yes. Yes, indeed I am. Very afraid of dying alone. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Yes. Which is kind of like a weird thing to worry about, but yes. I feel like I do I do worry that someday I'm just gonna be walking and some fucking lunatic's just gonna be like, hey, hi, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck. Pray may never happen, but Jesus Christ, yeah. I feel like everybody is like somewhat worried about shit like that. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? No, I'm never. I feel like that would fucking make me mauled really fast. Do you feel like I know you yet? Yeah. I feel like you have a pretty good understanding of who I am as a person. Wait, give me 1 second, guys. Cat wants to exit the room. Do I feel like I know you yet? Yes, I feel like you do have a good understanding of who I am as a person. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? No, I haven't heard anything. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered them honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly. I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. Let's see. Bring it on. What do you got? What am I? If anyone has been put in a box in this lifetime, it's you. And that just isn't a feasible thing to do with someone such as yourself. You don't belong in a box. You belong on a pedestal because you're magnificent whether you understand it, realize it, or even accept it. People look at you and your first thought is negative. You get uncomfortable. You're not looking at you for reasons you think. They're admiring you. They're even somewhat intimidated. You give off such a powerful aura about you that people straight up don't know how to handle your presence. They can even appear a bit standoffish at times, but that's not because they don't want to know you. They just don't know how to act around you. You're not like other people. You think it's a problem with you, but it isn't. It's a power to be admired, though it's often misunderstood. Unfortunately, it's even often misunderstood even by you. You need to understand that no matter what you do, not everyone is going to comprehend who you are and what you're capable of, both good and bad. You will, however, find somebody who you can open up to completely, because they will be that special key to unlock the gate you keep so guarded. You need to do your best to open up, though. Make yourself a bit more accessible. Give people an opportunity to get to know you. They'd absolutely love what they see and hear. You need to build some confidence or simply fake it. They don't know the difference. They won't know the difference. One thing you need to be careful of, however, is trusting what people say and taking it to heart when it's negative. People who don't like you for whatever reason don't dislike you because there's something wrong with you. They dislike you because there's something wrong with them. No one who truly got to know you could ever dislike someone so astonishingly in depth as you. If you don't understand yet, one day, very soon you will. Your secret word is justice. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We'll be concluding. Yeah, I saw this stuff, and I saw that like the other 2 games have already been released, because this is like a trilogy. Apparently there's the test, like the second one, and then there's the third test, and that's like the last one. So it's been like a long time since, because this game came out in like 2021, so it's been like a full year since like they've been looking for words. So I don't think I'll do the secret word thing, but yeah. Yeah. I remember that. Thank you for taking these time. Trust me on that. You know, as I was playing the test, I noticed that every single question was the exact same as the one from Markiplier's video, which Markiplier's video, his answers were not that different. There were like maybe 10 answers that were different. And he got such a different message at the end. I'm not joking when I say that I almost teared up a little bit when I was reading that message. There's something about what they said that felt very true and very close. This was very cool. You know, I wasn't expecting much, because I thought that the answer that they were going to give, the message that they were going to give me at the end of the game, was probably going to be very close to what Markiplier got. But it was very different. It was vastly different. I don't know what to say. It was, it felt very flattering to read that. And as soon as it said, you're not somebody like to put in a box, you're somebody to put on a pedestal, I just felt so weird, because I was like, that's not me. I shouldn't be on a pedestal. Like, I'm not that great. But then there's something so strange about that, because I've had so many times where I've had friends tell me, or even my parents tell me, it's like, no, you're fucking amazing, like this and that, and you should strive for more, you're such a cool person and you have so much to offer and stuff, and I'm just sitting here like, no, that's not true. So reading this felt strange, in a good way. Strange. I'm probably gonna think about this for a while. But this was very cool. I did not know that the answers were gonna be different at the end, like the the message that they give you. If you guys want to give this a shot, I will leave the link in the description for the game. It's like $2, so if you want to give it a try, go check out the game and give the test a shot. I will leave this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was really cool. In the future, maybe I'll do the other 2 games, because it's a trilogy, so maybe I'll do the other 2 as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got a little better look at who I am as a person, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
We're a pair of fucking ninjas. Pure flow, our shit's unhinged, and we're gaining by the inches. We're up, our blades are fringe. Yeah, we're sealing all your fates.